Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of Season 3 here in the Manchester United FC 25 career mode. Coming off a very, very successful second campaign at Old Trafford, where not only did we win the League Cup by beating Man City in the final, we secured Manchester United's first Premier League title in 13 years. And what a campaign it was as well. We ran away with the league, Rasmus Højlund scoring goals for fun. There was plenty of basketball games in there as well. It was end-to-end stuff in most games, but we did get the job done. And now the focus is on winning the treble. Manchester United, of course, the first ever English team to win the treble back in '99. Can we do it again here in 2026? And there's something about winning the treble in Season 3 that just has quite a nice ring to it. But to kick off the campaign, we do have this game here against Liverpool in the Community Shield, looking to do something United didn't do in the 98-99 season, which is win this game here. We lost 3-0 to Arsenal in that game in real life, so hopefully we can get a better result here against Liverpool. We have been very active in the transfer window, lads, and let's just say there were certain decisions made that I didn't expect to make. And also, we see the return of a familiar face to Old Trafford once again. I'm going to go through all these one by one. Some of these transfers kind of bleed into other transfers, if that makes sense. So I kind of want to add context to each of them. The first one here is a loan deal. James Doherty, Northern Irish right winger, a la George Best. He has potential to be special, but I felt like this season, let's just say we had to make a couple of adjustments on the right-hand side that I was not expecting to make. And I felt like Doherty wasn't going to get much game time, so we've loaned him out here to Italian outlet Salernitana. I always have to say that team name really slowly, but the real-life Serie B team have picked up Doherty on a year-long loan, so if we do a fourth season, hopefully he can get some game time at Manchester United in that. Then we have Ronaldo's region, Rui Rocha, going on a season-long loan to Inter Milan. I felt like he didn't get an awful lot of game time last season because Rasmus Højlund was playing so well. He did do quite well in the Cups, to be fair to him, but then Rasmus kind of came in the latter stages of those competitions, so I didn't want another year of him not really playing, so we've loaned him out to a big team. He's already gone up one overall, and his value has gone up as well, so that's good to see. So hopefully he'll get some good growth out at Serie A. In Serie A is what I meant to say there. But anyways, another transfer here, the first permanent transfer, Joe Hugel, English striker, very big fan of him in real life. Just felt like he wasn't going to get much of a sniff in the team in this career mode. 1.9 million to go to the Welsh capital and play for Cardiff City. Best of luck to him. It's a shame that he didn't really get much of a chance in this career mode, but hey ho, that's football. Not going to work out for everybody, but I do think Cardiff is a good move for him. Similar situation here for Dan Gore, who actually was out on loan at Swansea last season. We've sold him to Preston North End for £2 million. Very big fan of him in real life. Just felt like it wasn't quite going to be working out for him at the club in this career mode. But again, best of luck to him up at Preston. This is one I was a little bit on the fence about. I actually wanted to keep Harry Maguire. I think I said that in one of the last episodes of Season 2. But his overall was rapidly going down there for a bit, and I thought, you know what, let's cash in on him, bring in a not like for like player, but a similar type of player to be that reserve centre-back. Annoyingly though, since he's been sold to Aston Villa, he's actually gone up one overall again, so that's kind of weird, but 5.7 million is what we sold him for to Villa Park. He's still going to be playing Champions League football. Loved having Harry Maguire at the club. He actually did quite well anytime he was called upon, and sad to see him go, but listen, good move for him to go to Villa, and we got a nice chunk of change for him as well. Altay Bayındır, our backup goalkeeper, who I'm a very big fan of in real life, just felt like he wasn't going to be a good enough backup for us here in Season 3. 9.4 million to sell him to Newcastle United. Thank you for your service, Altay. And let's just say his replacement is somebody who we're very, very familiar with at Old Trafford. Here is the Harry Maguire replacement, Ben Godfrey, English centre-back who can play at full-back as well, so good to see him being quite versatile. 10.1 million brought in from Atalanta. I stupidly only signed him on a one-year deal, but that's fine. I'm sure a few months into the season I'll be able to extend that. I liked having Maguire as that reserve option as a centre-back in the reserves, as I say, so when he left I knew I wanted to bring in somebody who is relatively similar, and here is someone who is quite similar, an English centre-back, but again, has the added bonus of being able to play full-back as well. Welcome to the club, Ben Godfrey. Mason Mount. a player who has had a very, very weird career when it comes to his time at Manchester United. We only played him once last season. That was off the bench in a League Cup game. I think it was against Preston. But Bayern Munich were willing to pay 20 million quid for him, and I was glad to accept that. Best of luck, Mason Mount. It's a shame it didn't work out at Old Trafford, but hopefully at the Allianz you might fit in a little bit better. So here is the first signing that I made that I was a little bit on the fence about. Not because I don't admire the player that we've signed in Sandro Tonali, but it was about whether I wanted to get rid of the player that we used in the swap deal. And that was Manuel Ugarte, who I absolutely adore in real life. I just felt like in this career mode, we needed something slightly different alongside Hjulman. Hjulman and Ugarte were quite similar. I think JJ actually pointed that out in the comments recently, and I definitely agree with that. So I felt like we needed somebody just a little bit different, but somebody who was still good defensively that can make more of an impact going forward as well. And for me, Tonali was the perfect option for that. 25 million plus Ugarte, so 2 players now that we've sold to Newcastle United, but I am very, very happy with this signing. 87 rated, as I said, quite good going forward, very solid defensively. Let's just hope he stays off them betting apps whilst he's at the club. With Rui Rocha going out on loan to Inter Milan, I felt like we needed a backup striker, but somebody who was a little bit further into their career who was happy to come in as a rotational option. And that is this man here, Evan Nielsen, someone who I have never used in career mode. I love telling you that anytime I sign a player who I haven't used before. The Brazilian arrives from Bournemouth for 35 million. Very, very solid backup choice behind Rasmus Højlund. Now, this one right here. This was painful. This one really, really pained me. So I'm just going to allow you to look at this for a second and give you a moment to absorb the shock that you might be experiencing right now. We have sold Ahmad to Brighton for 61.5 million. This is not something I wanted to do. But as you may remember from the end of Season 2, our manager rating was extremely low for some stupid fucking reason. Actually, I know the stupid reason. It's because we didn't progress further in the FA Cup or the Champions League. Let's forget about the fact that we ran away with the league title. Because we didn't do well in the other 2 competitions, the board were very unhappy. Ahmad was not very happy with his contract situation, but I didn't see any of the messages up until it was too late and he'd already asked to leave. It wouldn't allow me to give him a new contract. He wasn't willing to negotiate. When I started this career mode with the live start points, I wasn't able to turn off sacking. It was before they had added that into the game. So to get rid of the risk of getting sacked, I should say, I had to sell Ahmad. And Brighton were the ones who came in with the offer, 61.5 million. And something that makes this even crazier is the fact that Brighton are in the Championship. So we've sold Ahmad to a Championship team for over 60 million. One of the wildest transfers I've ever experienced in this game, and that is saying something. Something I was very disappointed with as well. But we did get a replacement, but more about him in just a bit. But I will admit, I'm very, very heartbroken about Ahmad leaving the club. If this was real life, I would be gutted. Something else I'm disappointed about is the fact that Matthijs de Ligt has joined Chelsea. This was kind of frustrating. I knew he was somebody I probably needed to cash in on because he just got too tired. He was getting way too tired every time we played him, and his stamina was not growing at all. It was time we sold Matthijs de Ligt. I tried not to sell him to a Premier League team. The first 2 offers actually came in from Liverpool and Man City. I was not selling him to either of those teams. I just could not get an offer from a team outside of England. Then we had a very, very appealing offer from Chelsea that I was willing to accept if another team also came in as well, so that we had the option to not sell him to a direct rival. Nottingham Forest then also came in, so we said 85 million to both teams, but Chelsea were the ones that accepted. I didn't want to do it, but I didn't want him rotting away in the reserves. We'd already bought his replacement as well at this point, so I just felt like it made sense for De Ligt to go, but a little bit disappointed with the team that he ended up joining. But we've gotten a very, very decent replacement here. Jens Fischer, a German regen centre-back, one rating lower than Matthias de Ligt, but has very decent stamina and also has room to grow at just 22 years old. 85 rated. We took him from Tottenham Hotspurs, who were quite low down the league in comparison to ourselves, so I felt like this made sense. And as disappointed as I am that Matthias de Ligt went to Chelsea, I think the player we got from Chelsea makes me feel just that little bit better about the whole situation. And that, of course, is this man right here, Cole Palmer. Now, I'm a little bit torn about this. As I said earlier, I didn't want to sell Amad. It was the circumstances at the time that led me to selling him. I felt like it was either sell him or get sacked, and I don't want this series to end right now. Cole Palmer, of course, grew up a Manchester United fan. Very recently he spoke about his love for the club, how much he loves playing at Old Trafford, how much he idolised Wayne Rooney growing up. And, of course, this was the transfer that made the most sense. I was in two minds, though. Kulusevski was the other player who I was considering. The only reason I think I actually went for Palmer in the end was because Chelsea had taken de Ligt from us. So I didn't want them to get a player from us and have us not get anything from them. So I decided to go in for Cole Palmer. He has arrived at Old Trafford. He's currently, of course, an attacking midfielder, but we are transitioning him over to a right winger. Very excited to have him at the club. Never ever used him in career mode. I say that about a lot of players who we've signed in this series, but I always wanted to use Cole Palmer in the career mode. So for that reason, I'm very excited, but it's in circumstances that I did not expect. Now, when I was talking about the goalkeeping situation, I did mention that we have signed a new backup goalkeeper after this man right here, Altay Bayındır, left the club to go to Newcastle. I did make this signing over the course of Season 2. The reason I had to do that was because I was afraid the player might end up retiring if I waited till the summer. So that's why it's not popping up here in the transfer hub. But without further ado, let me reveal to you who we've brought in as our backup goalkeeper. David De Gea is back at Manchester United. Lads, I was a little bit emotional making this signing. De Gea is my all-time favourite goalkeeper. What a time he had at Manchester United. One thing that David De Gea needs so much credit for is some of the absolute, just terrible defences he had in front of him for the majority of his time at Old Trafford. Okay, towards the end, maybe he was making more mistakes than is acceptable at the club. But you can't really say his replacement has done much better. Let's be honest about that. Obviously, he wasn't in the game last year, David De Gea. I haven't had a chance to use him at all this year in any other save up until this one. I had to bring him back to Manchester United. He may only be a backup, but I will tell you this, he will play every single cup game. Even if we get to semi-final, final, I will not be bringing in Unai Simon for those games. I am going to keep David De Gea in between the sticks in the cup games. 35 years old, 83 rated. Listen, that overall might slightly decline over the course of the season, but I don't give a shit. I'm so happy to have David De Gea back at the club, wearing the number 42 jersey that he wears at Fiorentina. We actually signed him from Girona. He had gone to them on a free in the last summer transfer window, but I knew that one day I wanted him back at United, and I'm so glad to see him in that jersey again. Welcome back, David. Initially, I wasn't actually going to do any more with the youth academy, but I thought, you know what, just to kind of keep the depth as strong as it can possibly be, we have sent out the youth scouts yet again. Hayward has gone back to England looking for the next Wayne Rooney, a cam/striker, so let's see if he can bring back another incredible player just like Wayne Rooney was. Then we've sent Thorne to Portugal to look for a Portuguese winger. Obviously, we have a Ronaldo regen in Rocha, but I thought, you know what, let's try and get the winger version of Ronaldo, and let's play a little bit of homage to Nani as well, another player who I absolutely adored at United. A bit inconsistent, but when Nani was on form, he was fantastic. And then a slightly different one here. The reason I went for Nigeria, well, there was two reasons. First of all, I loved Odion Ighalo when he was on loan at the club. You know what, it was just really nice to see somebody getting to play for United at a stage of their career where they probably thought that opportunity was completely just past them. And in the cup competitions, he had some great moments. And Nigeria is a country where Manchester United have huge support. Obviously, Igalo was a striker, so we have that to replicate him. But I kind of wanted to bring in some young midfielders and centre-backs as well. And normally, I've been using the Youth Academy to replicate past United players. We are doing that with the striker position here, but with the centre-back and centre defensive midfield, I thought that was more of an homage to the United fans in Nigeria. So a slightly different take with that Youth Academy report, but something I'm very excited about as well. But something else I'm excited about here as well, lads, is our first official game of the season in the Community Shield against the old foe in Liverpool, who of course won the FA Cup last season. We won the league title last season. Let's add our first bit of silverware to the cabinet here in match day 1 of season 3. The teams make their way onto the pitch. Oh lads, I'm so excited. I love the beginning of each season here in this career mode, especially when new faces have been brought into the team. And as we can see there, Cole Palmer was behind Sandro Tonali. There's Hulman as well, the Danish Michael Carrick, Jens Fischer there too. It's great to see some new faces. Yes, we did give Cole Palmer the number 7 jersey as well. I did forget to mention that. But oh, I'm so excited, lads, to see how this team gets on. I think we've put ourselves in a very strong position. Let's have a look at Liverpool. Have they brought in anybody new? Kingsley Coleman is in the team there. Gabriel at centre-back. I think he went there last season though, didn't he? Mamardashvili in goal. Lucas Hernandez there on the bench. Martinelli on the bench as well. John Duran, the former Villa striker, he's gone to Liverpool. Restes as well, backup goalkeeper. They've got some decent players there, Liverpool. But I would still argue that we have a stronger team as we shake hands with the officials there. Hopefully no shenanigans from them today. But of course, this is our team. Simon, Dalot, Fisher, Martinez, Davies, Hulman, Tonali, Bruno, Palmer, Garnacho, and Rasmus Højlund. And David De Gea there on the bench as well. Evan Nielsen there also. And obviously Kobbie Mainoo is still there as well. I did half consider just putting Kobbie Mainoo into the starting 11. But you know what? I think he's going to be like the Nicky Butt of this team. He may not start every game, but he's still going to be a very important player to have in the squad. And Mainoo's versatile as well. He can play CDM, he can play Cam, he can even play in the defence as well. Probably not too bad out wide either. He's probably played up front in real life. But he will be an important player, believe you me. And here we go. Season 3 officially kicks off. Manchester United in the Community Shield after winning the Premier League for the first time since 2013. But we want to add so much more to where that came from. And here's Cole Palmer, now in a Manchester United jersey. Over to Garnacho. Oh, Rasmus Højlund, who couldn't stop scoring last season with his first chance of season 3. Absolutely buries it here in the 4th minute. What a start to the campaign. 63 goals last season. And he's already off the mark here. It's not even 5 minutes in. He is absolutely unbelievable in this game, Rasmus Højlund. Mamardashvili, former Cloyne United goalkeeper, got nowhere near that. It's a beautiful finish. Hank hasn't looked this sad since he found out Walter was Heisenberg. But Rasmus gets things going here. And it's the perfect start to this game. Hopefully more where that came from. Originally they wanted Liverpool to be in the home kit. I was like, nah. We're the real home team here. Oh shit. Okay. See, that's what happens when I talk shit. My defence just completely falls asleep. Oh, what a save by Unai Simon. Brilliant save by the Spanish goalkeeper. It's Kai Havertz. Oh my god, how did I not notice that? How the hell did I not notice Kai Havertz in the team? I completely disregarded that in the starting 11. That's 3 former Arsenal players. Gabriel, Havertz, and then Martinelli as well. Bloody hell. And they beat Arsenal as well. En route to winning the FA Cup. So Arsenal bloody hate Liverpool right now. Diogo Dalot keeps that in. I thought for a second it was going to go up for a corner. Here's Fisher, who we got from the other half of North London, from Tottenham. Hulman, over to Bruno. Palmer's back from an injury as well, apparently. Here's Rasmus, over to Cole Palmer. Can he score here on his debut? Probably shouldn't have been as greedy there as I was. I'd love for him to score today, Palmer. Good tackle there by Alphonso Davies. who's been a stalwart at left back. Kirkes obviously is a really good backup, but Davies, I think, gave us just a bit of a boost at a time when we really needed it. Here is Havertz. Kai Havertz. Oh, it's off the bar. On his so-called weaker foot, he still got the shot off. Had the keeper beat, but thankfully the post kept it out. Oh, that was a risky ball. Oh, Martinez. Oh, that was probably a stupid thing to do. Defensively, we've had a bit of a mare there. Kai Havertz scoring here on his Liverpool debut. But that was down to a defensive mishap at the back. That's really frustrating. It's not even a good goal to concede. Martinez should have just got rid of that. I'm not watching it again. And it's 1-1 here inside 21 minutes. Lively start to the season. Here's Palmer. Go on, lad. We'll be a bit more unselfish this time. Over to Højlund, who was looking for Garnacho. Couldn't find him. He's going to hit it again, though, Rasmus. Mamardashvili got the hand to it, though. Apparently, it's going to take about 8 weeks to convert Palmer to a right winger. And obviously, we'll play him at Cam if we need to. But he will mainly play out on the right. It's a good header over to Hjulman. Now Bruno. Palmer. Go on, Cole. Go on, Cole. Tried to be too clever. Liverpool give it back, though. Hjulman. Over to Tonali. Garnacho. Bit of a heavy touch. Tried to chip the keeper. Nowhere near enough space. I still have to laugh when I see Van Dijk at Liverpool. They actually let his contract run out in season 2 and then re-signed him on a free. I thought that was kind of funny. If I'd seen that, I nearly would have signed him just to annoy Liverpool, to be honest. But they're annoying me here on this attack. Thankfully, we deal with it. Tonali, though, was a bit crowded there. Coleman with a bit of a poor shot and puts it wide. Bit of a cagey game so far. We obviously got off to a good start. They really only got the goal through a mistake. But they have had a couple of chances since Liverpool. But here's Rasmus now. Into Bruno. Over to Cole Palmer. Back to Diogo Dalot. Back to Palmer. Can he do here on his debut? It's blocked. Bruno, the captain, puts that one wide. Oh my god, lads, I tell you what. I have a very sore throat at the moment. I'm recording this not too long after the second last episode of Season 2 has just been uploaded, so I'm a little bit ahead in terms of my recording, but that's mainly because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to speak for. I was struggling in the last episode of Season 2. I'm not going to lie, I'm struggling a bit right now, but listen, it is what it is. We're in a very important game here, I can't focus on it too much. One added minute here. I'm unable to get this bloody ball off Liverpool. Passing it like bloody prime Barcelona at the moment. Davies will do well to intercept there. And that will probably be half-time. One apiece here between the two biggest teams in England. We took the lead with a beautiful strike from Rasmus Højlund. They equalised from a mistake from Lisandro Martinez. Kai Havertz, who they signed from Arsenal, getting the equaliser. Honours even here in this first half. Let's get right into the second 45. Of course, there has to be a winner today. Obviously, if it ends a draw, it will go right to penalties. But I'd like to win this in 90 minutes if we can. Oh, Dalot with a really good interception there. There's Alphonso Davies. Into Tonali. Garnacho. On the run. Bruno. Can see Dalot. But couldn't find him. Kingsley Coman now. Good interception there by Fisher. Already liking the look of him. He's slotted into this team nicely. Poor touch there by Garnacho. And here come Liverpool again with Ramsey. Kai Havertz. Coman. He's done me there. Kumas, thankfully, he thought he was playing Gaelic football and he put that over the bar. Got away with one there slightly. Diogo Dalot gets taken out there. That's surely going to be a yellow card. It'll be the first card of the game as well, which is hard to believe in a game between United and Liverpool. It is a yellow there for Kingsley Coman. You can't go sliding in like that, Kingsley. You bloody can't. You dirty bastard. But we'll happily take the free kick. Here is Dalot. Into Bruno. The clock's gone kind of weird, but we don't care. Rasmus Højlund's in again, and Rasmus Højlund scores again. Oh, he just cannot be stopped. He's starting out this season the exact same way he ended the previous one. You can't keep a great footballer down. Rasmus buries Liverpool yet again. Lovely finish there. For a second I thought the keeper was going to keep it out. But there's no stopping Rasmus when he's in this kind of form. Great ball there by Bruno. Rasmus timed that run to perfection. Didn't rush either with the finish. Took his time. And it's a beautiful strike there into the bottom corner. Liverpool 1, Manchester United 2. You love to see it. But as we know, this game is never over until it's over. Robertson has a lot of space to run into here. Great interception there by Fisher. Yeah, I'm really, really liking him, lads. I really am. Liverpool have Tottenham in the opening game of the season. I'm not going to lie. I haven't even checked who we have. I actually forgot to check. I will reveal that after this game. There's Palmer on his debut. Cole Palmer. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, did the keeper get a touch? I think the keeper might have gotten a bit of a touch on that. We didn't get the benefit of a corner either. Kingsley Coman now going on a surging run here. Martinez should be able to deal with that. Where the hell is Tonali going? He's made up for it there by intercepting. Here's Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho. Bruno. Cole Palmer again. Oh, good save. Garnacho. Oh, Rasmus. Is he onside? Yes, he is. It's a hat-trick for Rasmus Højlund to kick off the season. Bit of a bizarre goal that, but we'll take it. Palmer denied a debut goal. Garnacho denied his opening goal of the season. But Rasmus said, you know what, lads? I may as well just take home this match ball. I've already got enough of a collection. Let's add to it again. I don't think he'll have an easier finish all season. Oh, but you love to rattle the Scousers a little bit, don't you? Oh, bloody love that. Slot, he'd be pulling out his hair if he had any. He's aging every time he plays us. 3-1 up. I think it's a good time now to make some subs. We'll bring on Kirkez. Who else we bring on? Let's bring on Kobbie Mainoo. For... You know what? I'm going to play him right back. I've played Mainoo right back a few times and he's done alright. And who else will we bring on? Part of me is tempted to bring on David De Gea. Fuck it. David De Gea is coming on. I don't care. It's the Community Shield, whatever. We may as well bring him on. He's going to be playing in the cup games anyway. David De Gea, back playing for Manchester United. He'll get the last 20 minutes or so here in the Community Shield. I keep nearly saying the League Cup for some reason. Which, of course, is another competition we won last year. And here's Coleman. De Gea could be getting his first test quite soon here. Oh, bloody hell, David. Oh, maybe I got a bit too cocky. Maybe I just got a bit too overconfident there. Oh, they go right up from the fucking kickoff. It's the most fucking FC25 goal to concede. It's not De Gea's fault. It really isn't. That's my fault. Mainly at right back might seem a bit weird, but I did do that in a few games last season when Mazraoui was a bit too tired to bring off the bench. And he did okay. So we've decided to do it here. Here is David De Gea now, his first proper touch of the ball. It's a shame he had to pick it out of the bloody back of the net beforehand, though. This game is not over yet. Here's Hjulman. He has Rasmus in support. Only finds him. Didn't look like he was going to there for a second. Back to Hjulman. Rasmus, unable to get there. Tonali wins that header. But it gives it right back to a Liverpool player. Kingsley Coman here now, on the run. Five minutes left. Oh, shit. Shit. Just take him out. Fuck it. It might be a red card. But you know what? It's only a yellow. Oh my god, even I thought that was a red. Kobe Mainu only getting a yellow card there. It's a professional foul though, he had to take him out. Oh my god, my heart was in my mouth there. They're bringing on Martinelli. Anybody else I want to bring on? I can't even bloody speak at the moment. I'm going to take off Garnacho, bring on Elanga, and you know what? I'll take off Martinez and bring on Jared Branthwaite. Bit of extra height there as well. Runs down the clock a bit more too. But McAllister can't hit them though. That is the only thing. We bring on some fresh legs, which hopefully will help. 3 minutes to go. Gonna have to try and get somebody on the line. I can't bloody see where this is going. Oh my god! Oh, Alexis McAllister nearly broke my heart there. The pace he got behind that. It's a terrible replay. I can't even see where the ball ended up. Oh, okay. You know what, David? Your first goal kick back at the club. Just get rid of it. David De Gea did make his original United debut in the Community Shield of 2011. That game did end 3-2 against Man City. It's 3-2 here against Liverpool. We're giving away the ball a bit too much for my liking, though. Oh, Mainu couldn't get there. Branthwaite will get there, though. 4 added minutes. Here's Bruno. Elanga. Go on, lad. Anthony Elanga. There's no rush. Palmer. Have a go. Cole Palmer. Out for a corner. Yeah, you know what? Let's make a change just to run down the clock a bit again. It's basically the last minute. This is just to frustrate them a little bit. We'll bring on Lenny Yoro. God, Fisher is a bit tired as well. Don't tell me that it's going to be another case of a centre-back getting too tired. But whatever. This is just to run down the clock completely. Lenny Yoro makes his way onto the pitch. Bruno. We may as well whip in this ball. We've got nothing to lose. Can Rasmus get a fourth? He did win the header. Palmer puts it out for another corner. There won't be enough time, but we don't care. We kick off our season with a W, with a bit of silverware. We win the Community Shield yet again. We already have the record for this in real life. Another one added to the collection. Listen, it is only the Community Shield at the end of the day, but I'd rather win it than lose it. And beating Liverpool is always nice. Great to see some debuts here as well, and a return as well of David De Gea. And Bruno Fernandes, the man who decided to stay with us after winning the league title, will lift up the FA Community Shield for Manchester United. Slightly more muted celebrations when winning this trophy, which I think is a nice touch that they've added into the game. I can't bloody speak. I don't know why they're showing the Liverpool fans there. They're probably crying into their bloody scarves at the moment. But anyways, we do kick off the season by getting some silverware. It's always nice to start with a victory. But of course, we want a lot more than just this charity shield. And there is visual confirmation of it. We beat Liverpool in the Community Shield, adding yet another one to the collection. Always nice to get off to a winning start. Always nice to beat the Scousers as well. But I can officially reveal to you that our first Premier League game of the season will be against Aston Villa at Villa Park. And the reason this is such a big game for us is because this is the exact same fixture where we won the Premier League in Season 2. It is a big one. Villa, of course, are a very tough team. They did win the Europa League as well last season. Did they actually win the Super Cup? Let's have a look. Unfortunately, they didn't. They lost to Man City, but still, whatever. They're still a tough team nonetheless. Obviously as well, Villa do have a couple of former United players. Obviously Marcus Rashford is there now. We did obviously sell Harry Maguire to them as well in this summer transfer window. So a few familiar faces will be in the team that we'll be coming up against. But anyways, lads, that will do it for this episode of the United Career Mode. The start of Season 3 is here. I'm very excited to get into it, and I'm very excited to see what we can achieve together. If you do feel like there's any other positions I should be trying to strengthen, or if there's any particular players you think I should be be looking at, please do let me know in the comments below. Please like the video if you did enjoy it. Consider subscribing to the channel. We will be back to the usual schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. I'm very much looking forward to it. And I will talk to you all in the next episode, next Monday, of the Manchester United Career Mode on FC25. Take care.